Hey everybody, it's good to see you today. Um, Dr. Newhart here. Just wanted to touch in with everybody and say hi and talk about a little thing. Maybe if I can today, I want to just try to add a little bit of comfort into everybody's lives. I think right now there's a lot of uncomfortable feelings out there. There's feelings of fear. I don't like that. I decided a long time ago that I was never going to live in fear of anything. I was going to live this life and enjoy it as long as I possibly could. And when that decides to end, it'll decide to end no matter what caused it, right? So that gives me comfort day to day. But I know there's not a lot of people that have much comfort right now. And so if I can come on and just try to help you feel better about the situation, then I want to. I think something that adds fear and discomfort is the fact that we don't know, or we think that this is going to affect us, or that it's going to make us sick and it's going to kill us. And that's difficult, right? That's a difficult thought. But if we can understand the body a little bit deeper, and we can understand that there are some things that we can do right now to try to keep this from killing us if we happen to get it. I've also sort of accepted the fact that it may come around to all of us at some point. So therefore, if it's inevitable, I may as well start thinking about ways to defend myself against it if it does so happen to occur, right? So with all that said, let's understand the body, and let's understand this virus that's out there real quick, and maybe we can start to try to separate the two. Again, I'm not a medical doctor. I have good extensive knowledge into the body systems, right? So anatomy and physiology is an area of study that kinesiologists do get. A lot of my cohort, my colleagues out there, you do the same thing, right? You understand. So what I think we're understanding from this is that the respiratory system is getting attacked, and the possibility that the inside, you might look at it as the cardiovascular system essentially is getting attacked in a way. The cardiovascular system is getting attacked in a way that oxygen can't bind to our body. And if oxygen can't bind to our body, then it can't be delivered to cells so that they can function, right? So that's a problem. And what we've heard about the respiratory system is that this virus could be attacking the alveoli. The alveoli are the smallest unit that capture air molecules in your lungs, and then that oxygen is pulled out and diffuses and is delivered inside your system. So those are the two things that are being affected. As a kinesiologist for my entire life, I'm sitting there thinking, well, I understand that when you exercise, you are creating alveoli. So exercise creates alveoli. So that's a fortification system for this thing, right? If I can have more alveoli in my lung, then the virus can come in and it can attack some of them, and I've got leftovers, right? And then exercise also increases red blood cells. So if I exercise, I can increase my red blood cell count, and I can carry more oxygen. So if at one point this virus causes me the inability to store oxygen at any moment, I have some backup plan. I have some previously stored. So, maybe that won't affect me as bad. Some facts that we also have is a lot of the professional athletes that have caught this, you're not seeing a lot of symptoms in them. It's almost as if they never knew they had it. Why? They have an extremely strong immune system. They eat healthy. They exercise all the time, right? These are facts that we know, okay? So with those facts, we can take that and we can do something about it. Luckily, right now, it is being said, even in the mainstream media, get out there and exercise, move your body. Very good advice, okay? If we can get out there, we can do that. We can start creating more alveoli. We can start creating more red blood cells. And then we can have a backup system should this thing attack us. Now you're like, well, okay, so that backup system, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to live. No, the thing that's going to actually kill the virus is your immune system. What you're doing is you're buying yourself time so that your immune system can kill the virus. That's why you're going to exercise. That's where you're going to increase red blood cells, increase alveoli. And at the end of the day, on top of that, while you're exercising, you're also going to be strengthening your immune system. Hormones will start flowing. You'll start creating more just, antibodies and things that you can use to fight. So it is a really good point. A previous colleague of mine did come on his Facebook and said, hey, exercise, but don't overdo it. He's right. And I'm not telling y'all to overdo it. I'm telling you just to start exercising. Because if you exercise too much, it actually drops your immune system. Now, let me be clear on that. It drops your immune system and weakens it for a very short period of time. It's not a very long period of time. So if you went out and you did, a 10-mile run when you usually just sit on the couch, your immune system is going to be compromised. Don't go running out to the grocery store right after that where you could be around a lot of people, right? So either way, that's where exercise fits in. Now, you guys have heard me talk about The Science of Skinny with Dee McCaffrey. I love that book. I love Dee. She's a wonderful person. She's a chemist. She understands nutrition and the body's chemistry and food more than anybody else I've ever met in my life. So, with that said, she talks about food toxins. You'll hear a lot about this on TV now. I mean, it'll get out there slowly, but people have said it. It's not highly publicized, but it's true. She talks about canola oil. She talks about bleach on sugar and flour. She talks about high fructose corn syrup and that there's mercury associated with that. A lot of things in our food are making us continually, I don't want to say sick, that's not the word. Our immune system is continually compromised. So then when a virus is introduced, our body can't fight it off. This is a problem, as you understand. Okay, so there is a humongous nutrition piece here that I want to make you very well aware of that you need to start doing immediately, which is to look into your food and find those things. Call me if you want. Use my Facebook, whatever. Let's just talk about them. Or buy Dee McCaffrey's book, The Science of Skinny, and read it real fast. It takes like two days max, right, to read this thing. That was in the middle of working, too. So right now, you could probably buy it and read it in no time because we all have a lot of extra time on our hands, I think. That book will teach you what to eliminate from your diet, right? If you eat cleaner without the food toxins, your immune system is going to strengthen. So, therefore, just read into that and start learning that. It's hard. A lot of the things are very addictive to the body, and you'll have to get over the addiction. That doesn't take long either. You just have to be disciplined, right? So, we've got the things you can do with exercise and why that should help. We've got the nutrition piece, and there might be some education needed there, but I gave you a source to go to. And then just having a positive mindset. I shared something from Bruce Lipton the other day where he essentially said, if you think you're going to die, you probably are going to die. If you think that you're ready to fight, then you probably will not get taken out by it. So have a positive frame of mind, know you can fight, prepare your body, and let's get ready. Again, this is the idea that this virus spreads pretty quick. And we know that, and it spreads easily. So the possibility that we may all encounter it at some point in our lives is real. But we can make lifestyle changes that will completely drop the chance that it will take your life from you, right? What about this as well? There's some pretty good education now and testing on on some drugs, right? You've got 700 people that have been tested with the hydroxychloroquine and zinc and azithromycin, and that seems to be a pretty good thing. So, that seems to be a good treatment for people. He had 100% success in that one study that he did. And I just read this morning that there's another drug that's tested positively on a lot of people. A nursing home used the same cocktail that I just stated on 80 elderly people who are the most at high risk for this thing. So you should know the cures. You should know what you can do to your body to help. You should know all these things. This is going to make you feel stronger mentally and physically so you can get out there and combat, right? That's, I think, the stance that we should be taking is let's learn how to combat it instead of hiding from it And if we wanted to, some people talk to me about, well, I get you own a business and this is not advantageous for your business. It has nothing to do with that at all. This has nothing to do, nothing about the business. Yeah, I own a fitness center, right? Which hopefully we can get back open. This could help people fight this thing. It has nothing to do with business. But as a business person, you are aware of what all this closure can do to every single person's life. Every life that's out there. Having a poor economy can change things in a way that we're not aware of. But entrepreneurs and business people, we know that. We don't care necessarily about our own personal business. We care about business in general because it allows us to lead the lives that we live. So there's a positive side there that why we encourage those things to get us moving back in that direction. So anyways, I hope this is helpful. I don't want to make it too long, but I did want to make this point. I made this point the other day. Guys, education is not learned in 10 seconds. As a business person as well, recently I learned that 10 seconds is what I'm supposed to stick to when I do marketing because it's the attention span of the typical person. When did that happen? You can't learn anything in 10 seconds. It takes a college degree or some time period like that to actually absorb knowledge. So I'll tell you this, when you're looking at your phone and thinking what you want to educate with today or tomorrow, you might start thinking the longer ones are what are actually going to make me more intelligent and move forward in knowledge, and the shorter ones are probably just trying to get me to buy a quick product or to get me to do something, a knee-jerk reaction with the 10-second stuff. So where this might be a little bit longer, the education that's inside of it is something that's going to make you much more educated and able to move forward and make better decisions with what you're doing here. But let's drop the fear, okay? There's no room in this to be afraid, and you have nothing to be afraid of. I follow a guy named Dr. Shiva now, and he's saying the same type things. Don't be afraid. Your body is a wonderful system. It can fight anything, and it can when it's in its optimal environment, right? We're not immortal, we know that, but we can also do things that prolong our life. So get out there, don't be afraid. Do the things that we're talking about, do the research, start moving your body, get outside, go for a walk today, walk a little faster tomorrow, go for a jog the next day, start amping that thing up, create alveoli, create red blood cells, store more oxygen. It'll give you a longer fighting chance. Dr. Shiva discusses vitamins A, vitamins D, vitamin C. Those things are important. I was always a guy that told everybody to be on just a one-a-day multivitamin. That got bashed for a while. I think you're better off doing that than nothing. Okay, get your vitamins in, eat as healthy as you can, and stay healthy. I hope this helped. I look forward to talking to everybody. I look forward to seeing everybody. Told everybody in a past post, I look forward to hugging everybody. I love to hug people. And don't worry, none of us have cooties. Right? It's not like that. Things are going to be around, but let's work through it, all right? Y'all have a good day.